This is a instructional I'm going to do. A popular question I hear all the time. How do I figure out what key to do this song in for a vocalist? So got a piano keyboard here. You could do this on a guitar fretboard too if you wanted. Take the simple song King of My Heart. Okay, I'm going to play it in the key of C. I'm going to play the melody only, and I'll sing it because I don't know if you can hear the keyboard, but you know the melody. Let the king of my heart, right? Na 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 na, right? So that C note is the lowest note of that song. I've sang through the whole thing, and I can tell you that doesn't surprise us later on, and go lower. That's the lowest one. So in a key of C, C is the first scale degree, so we'll call that note number 1. Now let's find the highest note, and if it goes up an octave. You are good. So that high E is a 3. It's an octave higher. But the bridge goes even higher. You're never gonna let. So that's on my top of my range. So that yeah is going to be, that's a G. That's a 5. So basically, lowest note is 1. Highest note's next octave up, and it's note scale degree 5. Okay. So 1 on the low end, 5 on the high end. Now this nifty chart right here tells you vocal ranges. So if you're a tenor, well, how convenient. Your lowest note is C. Your highest note in your head voice, I think, is that G, and then you start to go into blended or falsetto as you go higher. I think that's what the gray is. So I could do this song in the key of C, and I know that because, you know, that lowest note's the first scale degree, right? And tenor's lowest note C. First, what key has the first scale degree on C? It's C major. So you could do C major for that song and it'd be fine. Okay. What if I was keying it for an alto? Well, it'd be key of F major, because the lowest note of the song is 1, and F is the 1 in the key of F major. Okay, so this is super. I made this super simple for this first example, but I'm going to do the same thing for another song, and you'll see where it gets a little, you know, it's not so straightforward, and maybe that'll help you understand this better if you're not catching on yet. But first, let me say this about like altos. You know, this example. If I did this in the key of F major, it's a flat key, not the end of the world, not a showstopper key at all. In fact, it's probably the easiest flat key to play in. But if you're playing with a lot of guitarists, modern musicians, they tend to favor sharp keys. Now, if you don't know your circle of fifths, remember your music theory, that's okay. Just spell the word caged. Key of C major, A major, G, E, and D. Those are mostly your sharp keys. So favor those keys, and you'll make things easiest especially for guitarists. So alto can do this in the key of F. I would try to push them to key of E, just, you know, to help out the band. If that didn't work, you can see that E is getting a little low for an alto. You know, I might push it up to G instead of F sharp. Okay, so G major would work. And the highest note, what do we say? The lowest note was 1. The highest note was a 5, the octave higher. So you're pushing that alto's high. I mean, they have to hit the top of their range. So if they have a cold, they're not going to be able to do that. But if they're feeling good, then yeah, they can do that. Let me give you another example. Actually, before I give you the example, let me say something about these vocal ranges here. They're all 2 octaves. Tenor and soprano and bass are roughly all the same, just different octaves, C to C. So once you've memorized tenor, you have 2 others memorized as well. And if you memorize the altos, F to F, 2 octaves, well, that's the same as a baritone, F to F. Mezzos are the oddball because they're A to A. Nobody else does A to A. So, and I don't know if I said that bass is doubled with the tenor. So bass, tenor, and soprano are all the same, just different octaves. So anyhow, it's not that bad to memorize this. But I draw these out for vocalists. I have them sing for me their lowest and highest notes, and draw these out, and I have it customized. So once you do that, you don't have to wait till rehearsal to figure out what key to do a song in. Now let me give you a song that's not so straightforward. So I'm going to do 10,000 Reasons. You know, it's in the key of C. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, my soul. You can hear that's too low for this tenor. But that's the A note, okay? A is the 6th scale degree in a key of C. Again, I'm in the key of C right now. I don't have to do this in a key of C. It's just the easiest way to count as I show you. So I pick C. So the sixth note is the lowest note of that song, okay? The song never goes lower than that. The highest note, sing like never before. Oh, there's the highest note. Oh, my soul. The highest note's that B, B, and that's the 7th scale degree in a key of C. So lowest note 6, highest note is 7. It's you know, barely above the octave, okay? So 6 to 7. So go back to our chart. I'm trying to key this for a tenor. Their lowest notes are, their range is C to C. If I made the C, the low C, if I made that their, what I say, 6th, that'd be the key of E flat. Okay, now E flat, not a friendly key to the band, so I'd move that up to E major. The 6th note would be C sharp. Highest note will be fine, it's D sharp. That's the 7th. So they could do the key of E. If they can do it but want to go higher, they could go as high as, it looks like that G would be the 7th note in the key of A flat, but I wouldn't do that. So I'd stay away from flat keys. So I'd put them in the key of G for the highest option for them for this song. And low note E, high note would be F sharp. So that's how you would key it for a tenor. Same trick you can do for any of these ranges. So if I wanted to key that 10,000 Reasons for the tenor, their tenor's F to F, lowest note's F. That's the 6th note in key of A flat. A flat is a flat key, so let's do it in the key of A major, which is the closest one out of the cage, right? Or G major, either one. But G major is kind of stretching them into their basement when they go to the 6th. So I would say A major would be an alto key for that. So that's how you do it. Hope you like this video. Check out my website, www.gregjonesmusic.com. Thank you.